Hello, you're welcome to today's lesson, and we are still treating past questions. We have 2 questions on the board under indices. We have to solve for x the following equations: x equal to 9 roots 9x raised power half, and then 5x equal to 40x raised power minus 2. Solution. Okay, the first one, we have x equal to 9 root 9x raised power half. In order to continue, we have to remove the root sign, and anytime you are removing the root sign, you have to square whatever is outside. So that means we are now going to have x raised power 2 is equal to 9 squared bracket 9x raised power half. And then coming over here, we continue. That is x squared is equal to, you open the bracket, use this to multiply. That would be 9 raised power 3 x raised power half. And if you look at this, you discover that we have x in both sides, but we are solving for x. So you have to square both sides in order to remove this half. Square both sides. That will be x raised power 2 all squared equal to 9 raised power 3x raised power half all raised power 2. And moving on, you have x raised power 4. That is simplifying this from laws of indices. You just use this and multiply the power. And then the other one will be 9 raised power 6 x raised power half times 2 over 1. That is using this to multiply the powers. And that will give us x raised power 4 equal to 9 raised power 6x, because this will divide. And then the next thing is to divide both sides by x. Divide both sides by x. And that is x raised power 4 over x equal to 9 raised power 6x over x. So when you divide, remove 1 here, and this will lead us to x raised power 3 is equal to 9 raised power 6. So from there, coming back, we are now going to have x raised power 3 is equal to 9 raised power 6. You find the cube root of both sides. Therefore, x is equal to cube root of 9 raised power 6. Cube root of x raised power 3 is x. Then you find the cube root of this. And in this one, you just have to use the power to divide use the root sign here to divide the power. So it means that x is equal to 9 raised power 6 over 3. And when you divide, it then means that x is equal to 9 raised power 2. So moving on, from here, it then means that x is equal to 81. That is 9 raised power 2. So this is the answer to that. So Then we go over to question number 2. Question number 2. In question number 2, we are told that 5x is equal to 40x raised by minus half. Again, we know that by mere looking at it, you know that 5 can divide both sides. And that means that 5x over 5 is equal to 40x raised by minus half over 5. Yes, we are doing that so that we can reduce the figures. This will be 1. This is 1. This is 8. So that means that x is equal to 8x raised by minus half. Again, in order to remove this half, you have to square both sides. And that means that x raised by 2 is equal to bracket 8x raised by minus half all squared. As usual, we multiply out 8x raised by 2 is equal to 8 squared x raised by minus half times 2 over 1. That's using this to multiply, and then so this will give us x raised by 2 is equal to 64 x raised by minus 1, because when you divide this then so from here we are coming back. We are coming back, and then we have x raised by 2 is equal to 64 x raised by minus 1. But this can be written as x raised by 2 equal to 64 times 1 over x, which is something as 64 over x. So if x raised by 2 over 1 is 64 over x, you cross and multiply, and that will give us x raised by 3 is equal to 64. That is using this to multiply this. So that is so coming back here, we now bring this up. So if x raised by 3 is 64, therefore x is equal to cube root of 64, which is equal to 4. And that is the answer to the question number 2. So please like, share, subscribe, and comment. If there's any question, you can put it in the comment section so that I'll look at it in my next video. Thank you.